Hello, everyone. Ask her these questions and she starts sharing secrets. Where most men go wrong. Many men treat conversation like an interview. Question. Answer. Next question. They think they're showing interest. But beneath the surface, something else is happening. When you ask a question and immediately wait for her response like you're filling out a form, you subtly communicate that you need her answer. You need her to give you something so you know what to say next. That creates pressure. And when people feel pressure, they protect themselves. Protection looks like safe answers, polite responses. Nothing revealing. You walk away thinking it went well. She walks away thinking you were nice, but forgettable. Another common mistake is going deep too soon. A man meets a woman and within minutes he's asking about childhood wounds, fears, life purpose. He thinks he's being different. But without trust, depth feels invasive. She may answer out of politeness, but she won't reveal anything meaningful. And the biggest mistake of all, treating her openness like a prize to win. If you approach vulnerability like something you can earn through clever questions, she feels the strategy. And no one opens up to someone who is strategizing. The 3 psychological triggers of vulnerability. When these 3 triggers are present, people don't just answer questions. They share things they didn't plan to say. Silence gives space for reflection. It allows someone to move beyond rehearsed responses and into something real. If you can't sit in silence calmly and confidently, she won't feel safe going deeper because depth requires pause. Imagine asking, "What's been on your mind lately?" She says, "Oh, just work stuff." Most men would immediately follow up with logistical questions about her job, but instead, you simply nod, you stay present. You let the silence breathe. That space often invites the real answer. Actually, I've been questioning whether I'm doing what I really want. Comfortable silence doesn't mean being quiet. It means being grounded enough that you don't need constant stimulation or validation. That lack of need creates safety. To curiosity without agenda. Most men ask questions with an objective: to impress, to escalate, to keep momentum, to gain validation. Beneath the question is an agenda, and people feel it. When you're attached to a specific outcome, you're not truly curious about her. You're curious about what she can give you. Real curiosity has no hidden goal. You're interested because you genuinely want to understand how she sees the world, not because you hope her answer will make you look good. When your curiosity is agenda-free, your questions become exploratory rather than performative. What about that makes it difficult? Why do you think that matters to you? How long have you felt that way? They're simple questions, not impressive, but powerful because they follow her thread rather than steering the conversation somewhere strategic. People are constantly managing their image, editing themselves, performing. It's exhausting. When you show up without an agenda, you become someone she doesn't have to perform for, and that's rare. Think about the last time someone truly listened to you, not to respond, not to fix, not to relate it back to themselves, but simply to understand. That's what genuine curiosity offers. 3. Emotional steadiness. This is the most important trigger. When a woman shares something vulnerable, she instinctively watches your reaction. Will you flinch? Will you try to fix it? Will you make it about yourself? Will you become uncomfortable? Most men fail this test unconsciously. She says something heavy. They immediately relate it to their own story. Or they jump into advice mode, or their energy shifts because they're uncomfortable. All of that communicates one message: you can't hold what I'm giving you. Emotional steadiness means you receive without reacting. She shares something difficult. You don't rush to lighten it. You don't interrupt with your own experience. You don't try to repair it. You stay present. Sometimes that looks like asking, "How does that feel for you?" Sometimes it's just a nod and quiet attention. When you can hold someone's emotions without trying to change them, you become safe. And safety is the foundation of vulnerability. Most men struggle with this because they haven't developed emotional steadiness within themselves. If you're uncomfortable with your own emotional depth, you'll instinctively try to escape hers. But when you've learned to sit with your own emotions without fixing, suppressing, or avoiding them, you can sit with hers too. That's the difference between a man women casually talk to and a man they truly open up to. How it all comes together. You start simple. Not dramatic, not intense. What's something you've been thinking about lately? She shares something light. You don't rush. You allow silence. You follow her thread with curiosity, not direction. What makes that decision hard? She reveals a fear. You remain steady. What would the right reason feel like? No fixing, no redirecting, just space. This isn't manipulation. It's creating an environment where honesty feels natural, where she doesn't feel judged, analyzed, or evaluated, where she can think out loud without being managed. That's what people truly want, to be seen without being assessed.